Hi, Pep. What's the plan now for the next 2 days? Will you have enough time to prepare the side for Arsenal? Are you going to give them a rest, full training? What's going to go on?
No, we are going to make hiking in the mountains. We're going to do that these 2 days. I don't know. Tomorrow recovery. The players we have have a lot of injuries there, but yeah, rest, and energy for on Sunday.
Have you spoken to the Premier League or UEFA or anyone about the schedule?
Don't go for that side. Not necessary.
Rob?
Hi, Pep. I know you've just spoken about Rodri briefly then, but is he capable, do you think, of starting 3 games of that intensity in 1 week with United, Napoli tonight, and then possibly Arsenal on Sunday?
It's a good question. I don't know yet. But he was so smart. I know the result was not over. 1-0 is always tricky, but he doesn't feel good. Always we try to talk, please. We have to sustain and feel that not comfortable, and it's better. We see day by day. But important to play already 2 games. Yesterday, for example, the training session, he didn't feel much comfortable. He didn't train good, but said, no, I will be fine tomorrow. And play extraordinary like Rodri is, and with him in the pitch we feel more comfortable. But of course, come from a tough injury, you have to be alert, and we will decide on Sunday how does he feel.
Time.
Hi, Pep. Have you rewatched the defeat at Arsenal last season this week at all? Is there anything you kind of look back and take from that game, or is it one of those off days you had last season that you just try and?
But the game last season we start and it happened many times last season. And the 14 team, we give away 1,000 million goals. And after we were during a lot of the time pretty good considering how we was last season, and the last 50-20 minutes was a disaster. We forgot to do what we had to do, and everyone do it there, and after that Arsenal was easy for them. But hopefully this season we can make a little bit more challenge in the last years, because Mikel is an extraordinary manager, and what they increase the squad for these 4 or 5 transfer windows. So it's an unbelievable squad, an unbelievable team. It's one of the toughest opponents you can find right now in Europe. And we see what we have to do, and the players how are fit, and we try to compete where I want compete, or be better team that was the last season, especially in the last 20-25 minutes.
And do you think those kind of disastrous spells you had occasionally in games last season are gone now, that they're out of the system of this team, and it's
Sorry?
Do you think you mentioned a disastrous 15-20 minutes there, and you had spells like that in a few games last season? Do you think they're gone now? They're a thing of the past for this team?
No, you should ask me after Brighton 10 days ago. I know what the people say. They were not good, really. I know my team is consistent, because when you win 6 Premier Leagues, we have been a machine, the consistent team, and for that you have to prove more. But of course, we arrived the week against United, against Napoli, and now that is not, I would say, an easy week, but in the Premier League always like that. And important, the feeling, the vibe of the team, body language especially. I'm just focused on that. The kindness and the body language of the team has grew up, and I'm pretty pleased for that, and hopefully we can win or lose. Always want to try, but when you see the team is in good vibe, that is what you have to try to do.
Pep, with all that in mind, how key can a game like this, albeit still early in the season as well, against one of your potential title rivals be? Because obviously you can move level on 9 points with Arsenal now as well.
Listen, it's the 5th game. Will be the 5th game, no? The 5th game of the season? Yeah. Come on.
Would it put a different complexion on the start to the season?
Sir Alex Ferguson, when I arrived here, said to Brian Keat, said, the Premier League, you have to, after Boxing Day, stay close to the top 4. And after that, you can think about it. Last season, after Boxing Day, we were in another country. So that's why, let's go today, we'll see what happens. So there are many games. For experience, in the 6 Premier Leagues, I think 4 or 5, we were in December, January, was behind Liverpool and behind Arsenal. And at the end, we won it. So that's why see the team growing up. That is all my concern right now. See the team make a step forward every day. We're not going to win the Premier League on Sunday. We are not going to lose the Premier League on Sunday. So we see the team that we are better than last season there, and we are better and continue a little bit many good things that we have done in these 2 games, and continue with that.
Okay, Paul at the back, please.
Hi, Pep. Just on Rodri again. You when he was playing in America in the Club World Cup, he looked a little unsure of himself, and then he obviously got that injury again. Do you think he's getting back to that level of confidence now, where he can start? Or is he still a bit short?
Confident he has, because he has his own self-confidence so high. Always have learned with the greatest players I ever trained in my managerial career, even as a football player. When I see is here. And here they are incredible self-confident himself, and Rodri is that. But the knee is completely different how you think. And the knee needs his process. If as much as patient with that, and we are patient with him, he will be back. Because he's being there in the middle and know exactly and read what happened, what you have to do is another level. So it's a bit like Phil we talked about before. With Phil Foden last season, and the best player in the world, it was Rodri. We don't have it. So having back is important. He tried to don't do what happened in States, like was injured again and injured again and injured again. And that will be more difficult for all of us, for him to come back in his best.
Last one with Richard, please.
Hi, Pep. You talked about Arsenal strengthening the squad over the last few windows. I mean, they spent about £250 million in the summer. It feels like they're trying to take that next step to win the title. I mean, what sort of a statement do you think they've made with their spending and what they've done?
Well, it is. I decided to do it to Arsenal. Only I want to say to my friend Mikel Arteta, if he win the title, it will be just because he spent, not because he worked a lot or his players. A little like Liverpool. If Arsenal win again, will be because he spent a lot of money, right? Because it's not just Man City happened that, right? So for all of them, listen, for many, many years, so every club can do whatever he wants. You know, I know how have been treated is completely different, but what he want to spend is because they want it, and it's fine. So only I can say they have been wise. They spend what they believe they can do it, you know, to compete against the best teams in the Premier League in Europe, and that they reached that level. So when he found, I think, a team in that way, a club, and step by step, window by window, step by step, Arsenal is getting better. So last season, in Europe, making a incredible step forward, and it's the most, for me, the most solid team. They don't make mistakes in the back, and this incredible solid team. They have pace up front. They have, of course, set pieces with Nico Jove. He was here. So it's in every department is what the team in every department. So, but we know it. So every team is better and better and better. And I know the quality that all of them they have.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.